Just waiting to see who jumps on. Let me give it a minute. I'll try to pull up the bingo numbers. Okay, I'm good. Okay, I'm just going to start talking, and if you join, and you can join in this time, that'd be great. Just leave a comment so I can see if the comments are working. Sometimes they don't. Just a simple hi would be okay. But I wanted to say hey to everybody, and thank you for joining Sharon's springtime nail polish party. It's all about Color Street if you haven't paid attention to all my boasts. Sorry about that. So Color Street is a 100% dry nail polish. It's simple to put on. It removes with regular nail polish. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks. I'm going to apply some Color Street that I picked out, at least until we get closer to Memorial Day. And then Memorial Day I'm going to put on the flags that I got. I'm pretty excited about those. They look so cool. So Sharon was nice enough to have this party, and for that I'm going to give her a couple of sets of free nails, plus for depending on the orders that get put in through the party, she will also get at least 2 other sets that Color Street is doing for just for hostesses, which means you can't purchase the color. They're really cool looking. I got mine. It's called Pink Paradise. And then she's also going to get credits for it, which will be, depending on her sales again, if it's a $300 sale party, we would get her probably another 4 sets. So she's looking at like 6 to 8 sets of free nails. So that's pretty exciting. I have a serious addiction to these. I joined a party one time. I had no idea what they were. And I watched the video that I posted of what's Color Street and how do you apply it. And I was so excited about it that I put in an order right away. I used to bite my nails when I was a kid. Then as I grew up, I learned about acrylic nails, so I wore acrylics for a couple of years. Oh, I see Sally's watching. Hey, Sally, how's it going? I feel like I should call you Mrs. Charette. But I had acrylic nails for several years. They completely thinned out my nails, messed them up. But on the positive side, it did stop me from biting my nails. They were, as you probably know, if you've ever gone to a salon, they were pretty expensive to get done every 2 weeks. I wasn't going every 2 weeks. I'd go 3 weeks. So by the time I went, they'd look horrible. And then so we stopped doing that. And I started painting my own nails. And 3 coats and the wait time in between and then the wait time after. It was just too much time in my day to do them. And then you have, you go and you take a shower thinking that they're all dry and you end up with loofah prints on them. So Color Street is, I'm going to say dry when you put it on. There's a little bit of tackiness because it is nail polish. So it does take time to cure, but you can do anything with it. You can pet your dog, you can run your fingers through your hair, you can, do the dishes, clean your house, dress your kids. It doesn't matter. They don't smudge. It's wonderful. For the most part, they last anywhere between 10 to 14 days. I know people, they put on double coats or they put on some clear overlays, and they actually last even longer than that. I've seen pictures of people with like 20 days. I don't recommend that, only because you get that space of growth, and it would drive me crazy. I'd pick at it, and you don't want to pick these off either. You want to take them off with nail polish. If you pick them off, they could stick to, they stick pretty good to your nails. My dog's freaking out. All right, Dobby, stop, Dobby. Sorry. Shh, it's okay. It's all right. Pizza man. So as you can see, I'm real. It's a real. Dobby, go see Daddy. Go see Daddy. Nope, or go upstairs. Okay, whichever you prefer. Sorry, miniature schnauzer, very barky dog. I didn't think that through. It's fine. It's fine. So let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, so you can do anything with them. There's little to no dry time. Oh, I know, I got past that. Dog totally threw me off. So, I've seen them last really long time by just putting on, like I said, a second layer of color, or one of the clear overlays. We have a bunch of glitter clear overlays that can go on. I will post maybe some pictures of what I'm talking about, clear overlays on there. There were 2 clear overlays that released today, so that might give you an idea. You put them on any color, and they obviously change with whatever color you have as a base coat. So some of them, we have stripes, we have polka dots. Sometimes they release stars, and I'm very into the designs and the glitter. So if I use a solid, I end up putting a little bit of the glitter clear overlay on top, so it looks sparkly. I like sparkly. So the sets are a base coat, a color coat, and a top coat all in one, so you don't have all that time putting on. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Do you know you got large pizzas?
Yes. I said large for me.
Oh, I didn't want large. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry. Real life at dinner time. So as you saw, if you went on the site at all, or you saw any of my posts about the pricing, solids are $11, glitters are $12, and designs are $13. But when you average that out and you take and you do the mix and match of the buy 3 get 1 free, the price comes down, obviously. And if you remember, each package, and this is what a package looks like, so each package, you can get generally 2 sets out of this, unless you have super long nails. And I mean, I've had nails, well, I've seen people with nails, maybe slightly larger than mine, that could still get on both, both nails with one strip. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you what you get inside. But what I want to do right now is I want to pull a couple of numbers so we can do that. So they're in the bag. There are some that I had to substitute because I thought I had them and didn't. I ended up giving them away. So, all right. So let's see. The first number is, I had to write it down. Paint the Town is number 24. Does anybody have number 24? No 24. So this is Paint the Town. This is one of our spring sets. They are adorable. I've seen people cut just the color out and use them over like a light tan or any of the light solid colors. So people do some really crazy designs with these. And if you just go online and go to Pinterest or just Google Color Street nail fees, you will find all kinds of amazing designs that people do with these. I am shocked and a little intimidated, so I keep my designs down a little bit. But I've got paper punch things where you can punch out, animals and suns and flowers and whatever, stars, and you punch them out of a color and you put them on the nail, just like a nail sticker. We don't call them stickers because they are 100% nail polish. But I thought, I just say sticker. I think somebody messaged me and said something about a sticker one time, and I was like, no. So that, again, that's Paint the Town. That's a constant set. It's spring. It'll probably go away in fall, except it was a good seller. All right, picking another. Let's see, what do we got? So this one's Beijing Beauty. It's number 25. So Janine has a 25 and Sally has a 25. This is Beijing Beauty. I try as best as I can so you can see it without the glare. So this is a solid, very red color. It is a bright red. Because it's a solid, it's an $11 set. I will tell you, I do what's called flash sales. I have a lot of stock, and my daughter's nodding. So in my VIP group, which I'll put the invite out towards the well, we're at the end of the week, so let's say over the weekend, and I'd really love to have you all join the VIP group. What happens in the VIP group is it's similar to a party, but it's all the time, and I actually have some really good, every month we have a deal, or a couple of days I'll throw in some deal, and a deal like buy 3 get 2 free, or we'll have a raffle, and at the end of the month we'll do a gift bag, and the gift bag will consist of a few sets, a glass nail file, cuticle oil, nail buffer, face mask, so it lotion. It all depends on what I'm throwing in the bag that day. So that's Beijing Beauty, and again, I see that Sally has that number and Janine has that number. And we're gonna pick one more. This one. So this is one of the glitter overlays. This one is very glitter overlay. This is called Dripping in Diamonds, and as a glitter set, it's $12, but it is amazing. And if you see the white at the top, that's actually the base of your nail, and then the glitter is all at the top. I've also seen people use this and cut it as a design line to use as a line, but that's Dripping in Diamonds. So, all right, so we'll stop that for a minute. Oh, I suppose I should say what one that one was. That was number 11. Sally has 11, so Sally has 11 and 25. And that's the only 11. So Sally has 11 and 25, and Janine has 25. Okay, so now this is the set I'm going to put on. Let me explain. Color Street has multiple what they call mini collections. A mini collection is a theme. They go with a theme. We had an 80s theme. If we pull those numbers, I'll show you what some of the sets look like. We have the neon sets right now. So that's a mini collection. And what happens is they release those kind of without warning. We find out about them like the day before. And they're limited time only. So what happens is you got to get them when they're on. If you really like something and go, wow, I really got to have that, it's beautiful, I highly recommend you going on and ordering it as soon as possible. Once it's sold out, it's gone. They're not going to restock them. Though I have to say there's been a couple of times that I feel like I heard they were out of something, and then I noticed they were back in the shop. So this one's called Pacific Waters. I have been dying to try this one. This was a retired set that they brought back just because it was a top seller in the beginning when they started Color Street. So you open the package. Obviously, there's a little pull tab. Inside you have your strips. Right, there's 16 of them because there's 2 layers here. And then if you actually open, and I don't usually open this all the way, but I'm going to. If you open the box, so this box is a little bit different than others. Oh, there it is. It's in a different place. So some of them open, and there's just this opens, and there's a bunch of stuff here. So they always put the directions on how to do it on. So if you didn't see the video or don't want to watch YouTube, it shows you how to put it on. And then it explains, what is Color Street, you have your ingredients, but you also have what's called a nail prep pad. Between you and I, it's just an alcohol swab. And you can actually get away with not using this if you have Dawn dishwashing liquid and you wash your hands and your nails before you put on the set. And you always get a little nail file. So I kind of had a collection of these. I think anybody who got samples, I sent these out with the samples. So you probably have already seen some of these. They have like 10 different designs. I know people who collect them and make wreaths out of them and stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't use them. I use my own nail file, whether it be just a regular nail file or a glass nail file. But I think the benefit of having it all in one package is you can throw it in your purse and go, okay, I know I'm going to need to do my nails. I can't stand looking at them plain anymore, but I just don't have time right now. I'm going to watch my kid play soccer, or I'm going to the doctor's appointment, or I'm going to work. You can do these on your lunch hour. You can do them in, you know, in a 10-minute break. In the beginning, and I'm going to be honest, in the beginning, it might take a little while to get used to how to put them on. But it's really not that difficult once you've done it a few times. No problem, Sally. They're cute. I love them. I love the designs on them. They've got some with hearts. They've got some with little, like pop art bubbles with words and stuff. They're cute. So with this prep pad, what you're going to do is you're just going to wipe your nails down. I do both sides. I do my fingers and my nails just in case I ran my finger through my hair or I touched my arm and it got a little bit of skin oil on it. I'm gonna don't want you to have to look down my shirt. So I'm actually gonna push this down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Hey Sharon, how's it going? I didn't say hi to Janine. Hey Janine, did you figure out the shopping cart issue? I hope so. I hope you got it all down. I was confused. I'm like, that's never happened before. Now I know what happened. So you wipe off all your nails to, like I said, get all the oils off, get all the lint, whatever it may be. And like I said, I'm going to touch the nails, so I just make sure I don't have any oil, too much oil on my hands here. So they all have a little pull tab, but I'm going to seal it back up when I'm done. Well, that's not very safe. Sharon said she's driving home from work. Woohoo. Your mom's on. She might have something to say about that.
Hey, wait, she's texting.
Yeah, right?
I mean, if she's just watching, that's okay, but texting, bad.
My daughter's freaking out on you, my mini-me. Okay, so when you open this, you actually smell nail polish because, hey, guess what? They're made of nail polish. So, I have a trick for this. I can't, because I'm going to put them back in the same packaging, which you have to do if you're going to save the rest. Because I'm going to put them back in the same packaging, it's very hard to slide these in. So I take out as few as I'm going to need. This is my daughter's trick, though I have seen other people do it. I think it was you, wasn't it you? So I put a scissor between the two, and then you could just slide it out and it comes out. Otherwise, it tends to stick to each other a little bit, and then you can't get them back in the pack. So these are going to stay in the pack. I'm not going to use these. In the beginning, you may need to use them if, you know, you rip a couple or whatever. They're there. But I will tell you, I can generally get at least 2 manicures out of this, or a manicure and a pedicure. And I've even seen videos on YouTube where they get a mani and a pedi from one set. What happens is they use 5 for their fingernails, you know, half on each side, and it leaves the big one for their toe and the little tiny one and one extra one. And so they can get all that in one. Talk to text. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, I don't do that. I should. She's using talks to text.
She still has to use her hand.
Oh my God. This one. Okay, she's 27. You don't think she actually hasn't texted while she was driving before?
I can't.
She says she can't.
No,
I don't believe it. Okay. So now I know this little tiny one, I am not going to be able to use that. It is too small. And so I'm just going to put that aside and put it back in the package because I can use it for a design, or like I said, some people use that for like two of their toes. Tell your daughter to stop being such a watchdog. She smiled and laughed, and she gave that cute little, you know, smart-ass smile. So, Sal, you were asking about petite. So, petite are for smaller nails. Now, I will tell you what I have here. You can put on a smaller nail. It doesn't, like I'm going to put this on my pinky. My pinky isn't that wide. What you do is you remove whatever's on your, you know, whatever remains on your skin. And I'll show you how to do that. But the petites are good when they are there's like a little picture of a Santa or a flower, because younger people's nails, and I'm saying younger people as in children, though Color Street does not recommend for children, but it's still nail polish, and a lot of people put nail polish on their kids, so I get it. But it's for smaller nail beds, and Color Street is actually, I don't think they sold a whole lot of them, and so what they did, I'm pushing this up a little bit. So what they're doing is they're reevaluating how they're going to handle the petites. They're either going to put out some mini collections, which we haven't seen yet this year, a mini collection of petites, or they are actually going to make it so that you can go in on certain sets and you have a size option. So you'll be able to get regular set or petite set in, let's say, these. So smart, that's the best way. Some people do say that they must have petite because their nails are so small, but it does not have anything to do with the length of your nails, it's how wide your nails are. So imagine teenagers, young kids. There's a girl on my team who, her and her daughter do nails together all the time, and she would love the petites, because if she puts a little Santa on, she gets like the nose, so it's not helpful. But okay, so back to where we were. So I know that this one's gonna fit my pinky. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take off the clear, there's a clear strip on there. If you're doing design work or you're cutting these in any way, shape, or form, always take off this plastic covering. I oopsed it one time and couldn't figure out why the nails felt so thick and why I couldn't get them to go on right. Because I forgot to take that thing off. So that's gonna go in the trash. And then you see there's a little silver, whoops, too close, little silver tab here. That's actually the strip. And you can take that off, the white backing. You can throw away the white backing. You will see, if you go on YouTube, there are videos that will show you how to use this. You had to trim your pinky. Yeah, see, that's what that is. So some people will put this actually like right like that. It gives you a better way to, you don't have to hold it so carefully. It gives you an anchor, basically, to put it where you want it. Now, I just put this where I wanted it. I don't use this, just so you know. I generally don't, though that went on very smoothly, so maybe I should. So when you go to put it on, you want to put it as close to your cuticle as possible. Do not put it on your cuticle. Try not to get it onto the sides of your skin, because what happens is as your nail grows out, this is going to lift a little bit. It's going to lift off your, it's going to be the height of your skin, so it's going to be lifted a little bit, and it gets snagged on everything, and it's a pain. If you don't like where you've put it, and I'm not going to take this one off because this is a good one. If you don't like where you put it, you can actually peel it off and try again, because and I mean, I've done it like 5 or 6 times before. So I feel like you can't go wrong. So it's where I want it. Once you get it where you want it, you just press down the center and the sides. I have a rubber cuticle stick, and I find, I'm going to put you down here, I find that going like this, and I don't know if you can see, yeah, I think you can see, pressing it in to the nail, but again, only do this if you've got it where you want it. But once you get it in, sorry, put it back up, down just a little bit. Once you get it where you want it, and you've pressed it down, you take your finger, your thumb, and you just press down at the tip of your nails. Now, I've seen people like to tuck it under before they press it down. The Color Street video, I don't love how they do it. They actually just pinch it together, and they waste that much strip. And so that just doesn't make any sense to me. But, I mean, how cute are those? So I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to take off that silver tab. You could take that off first. I usually do. I forgot because I was showing you the anchor. And you're going to do The exact same thing there. And as an FYI, especially Sally, I know you live in Florida. You want to try to make sure these are at room temperature when you put them on. If they're too warm, they get sticky. And if they're too cold, they get hard and they get very difficult to put on. So I'm going to do the same thing on this finger where I'm going to line it up, and I wish I could show you even better, but when I get too close it gets a little blurry. You know what, I'm going to put it down here. Oh, sorry. Put it down too far. Yeah, right. That's the blooper reel. I'll be on YouTube later. So I did the exact same thing on that finger. Put it down to the cuticle. And I also, as an FYI, if you don't get it exact, it's a little bit on the cuticle, I use the rubber cuticle stick here. When I rub it, I push it into the sides under my skin. I push it under my cuticle, and it just makes it easier. And I'm sure you can't see. How about now? Ignore my stomach, I'm sorry. Okay, so it's where I want it to be. Press it down, press down the sides, use your thumb, and pop off the ends. Now you can see that one's a little bit over. Whoops. Now you can see. That one's a little bit on my skin. So, two things. First, if you have, I took this off, it came off pretty well on the line. But I have a couple of little tiny tabs there that I don't want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file downward, and that is going to come off. By the way, I've never dropped my phone doing one of these before, so I'm kind of embarrassed. So back to my story. I'm going to do these while we chat. So back to my story. We already covered my nail history. So I saw the video and I had to go out and buy it. I put in an order right away. And I didn't even know what Color Street was, but I had to try them. The woman who I was running the party, so the stylist that was running the party, she asked me if I wanted a sample, and I said sure, but it didn't make sense to me because I'd already ordered them. But I put on, actually I got the sample and I never even used them now that I think about it, because my set came in first. She was from California. When your nail is off the side like this, all you have to do is just same way that you clipped it at the top. You use your fingernail at your tool and just go along the side and pop it off like that. Simple enough. Now I've got a little bit on the top that I don't want. Some people push it under, push the leftovers under, and give it time to cure before they file. Only because sometimes when, and this is what I hear, because it's literally never happened to me. Sometimes when the nail cures, it shrinks up a tiny bit. Now again, I have never, in all the times that I've put nails on, which has been a few, I've never seen it shrink like that. So this is what they look like. I mean, how cute are those? Alright, so those are cute. I'm going to continue on my way, but I'm going to pull some more numbers. So let's see what we got here. Oh, I gotta find my sheet. So this is number 8. Carrie had number 8. Janine had number 8. And Rachel had number 8. So Sally has 2. Does that sound right? You know what? I should have checked these off. I'm going to have to do that. Sorry. I just should check them off so I know which one, who has what. I know, I'm boring, right? 11, 8, 25, Oh, my other page went. I'm writing on it. I had to write down all the numbers and what sets they were. So when I pulled them, I knew what I was pulling. So 11, 8, 25. And then Paint the Town was 24. Okay. So we have 11, 8, 25, and 24. So most definitely, this was one of the 80s mini collections. I think it's sold out. I don't think you can get it, so it's retired now. It's a blue glitter. My daughter absolutely loves it. She has a thing for the blues. It's a clear overlay. So you could put this on anything and you'll have blue glitter. So if you want to do like the solid dark blue Greeking out, this would look amazing over it, right? Or a white, it would look great over it. Or you can just wear it plain and just have blue glitter. So that's that one. We're going to pull another one. Oh, and by the way, I'm going into a bag and pulling out nails with these, and I just put them on, right? So this one. Oh, so this is another clear overlay. I'm home at the Bark Park. I'm going to jump off for a little bit, but I'll be back. Okay, no worries. Come watch it back later if you missed too much. I wouldn't worry about it. We're doing this. You've seen me put nails on before, I'm sure. So this one's Between the Lines. This is a ongoing set. This is available now. It is also a clear overlay. So you can wear it on any color, including glitters, etc., and it will show up between the lines. This is another one that I've seen a lot of designs with. People will cut the black and lay it as like a checkerboard, though with the checkerboard that came out today, we probably don't have to do that anymore. At least as long as you have the checkerboard ones. Those are going to be sold out, eventually, and we won't have them anymore. So that's Between the Lines. Between the Lines is number 21. We have 21. No, 21. So that's Between the Lines. Okay, now I'm going to do a couple more of these because, as an FYI, the key to these, you can't leave them out. If you want to save these, they're nail polish. Once they start getting air into them, they're going to start drying. So you want to do it as quickly as possible. And then you want to seal this package, put your remainders back in, right? This little one here, just slide it right in. And you're going to take either a flat iron, a hot iron, a cigarette lighter, whatever, and you're going to melt the top here, and it will seal back up. And then what I do is I take them and I put them in a Ziploc bag in the fridge. I have a whole bunch of them. I was putting them in with the package, but I have so many of them that they're taking up half my freezer. So, I think my daughter was laughing again. So I'm going to try the next one. I'm looking, saying, okay, is this going to fit this nail? One thing I'll also say is, it doesn't need to be 100% perfect. Now, I'm a perfectionist, so I keep thinking it does. But if you have on the side, if you didn't quite get it all the way to the side, that's okay. Nobody's looking at the side of your nails. They're seeing this. I think we're a lot more critical on it than anyone else because they can't even see it. So we look at it with a fine-tooth comb, I guess, or magnifying glass, right? Where are you going? Is it because I said fine-tooth comb?
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter's looking at me funny. Kids.
You're the only one that goes over.
No, that's not true. There's a lot of people that are very critical about it. Okay, so again, took the plastic off. Pull the strip. Remove the tab. Okay, so see, I feel like it's a little bit on the cuticle. So I'm actually going to peel it up. It comes right off. Once you press it down, though, it does not come right back up. So you want to make sure you don't press it down until you got it exactly where you want it on your nails. Now the cool thing about this is, let's say you don't want, I'm gonna have to do this down here. Let's say you don't want the purple, you want the purple at the top. You can actually cut this in half, put the purple at the top, and then remove by doing the exact same thing around your cuticle. So I mean, I feel like the possibilities with these are just endless. You can do so much with them. Okay, I'm happy now, better. So now where it's where I want it, I press it down, and then I pop it off. I generally do not wear solids. I used to. I used to only wear like reds and pinks and solids. And I feel like I just pinched that off too far at the end. Again, you probably can't see it, but I can. That's okay. I won't freak out about it too much. The reason it's okay at the top is because if you peel off a little bit by accident and it's bothering you a whole lot, that's what nail files are for, right? You just file it down, and always file downward when you're first putting these on until they cure, because what happens is it could lift back up, and you don't want that to happen. So even on the side, I'm filing downward. You don't want to go back and forth because, you're sawing at it, kind of. And that's going to make it pop back up. And if you go upward, obviously it'll go back up. So I don't know if anybody has questions. Janine, did you respond? Did you get that? Did you get your order in? Oh, oh yeah, she's on. Janine's on. Janine, were you able to get your order in? If not, we can talk after this. I have no problem with that. This one's going on a little crooked. So just like regular nail polish, I do really great on my left hand. On my right hand, I can never get it exactly the way that I want it. If you're going to put them on, and it's not quite wide enough for your nail, you can actually, ever so gently, and the key is gently, pull these out a little bit, and they will expand. Obviously, if you pull too hard, they're going to rip, and you don't really want to do that. So this one wasn't quite going over my whole nail, and as I said, I'm very particular, and so I had to pull it off and put it back on. I've touched this thing like 5 or 6 times. Because of the way I was doing it, it was going crooked, and it was driving me crazy. Okay, and I'll also tell you, if you order solids or you use solids, those are a little trickier, right? This glitter covers the imperfections, so you don't see any bubbles that might be there. You're not going to see any creases. You just can't see it. But on the solids, they do sometimes crease on the corner or get bubbles in them when you're putting them on. And the trick with that is, when you go to put them on, you actually want to get where the bubble is and just pull them ever so slightly and then up over your nail. And the bubbles and the creases all go away. People recommend highly that you put a second coat on solids so that they last longer, because solids aren't as sturdy as these glitters. So as you can see, I pushed it all under my nail, and now I'm going to file it off. I didn't want to pull on it, just in case I ripped it. So, there you go. So those are on. Now, as you can see, let's see if you can see. It's hard to see on this. And a little bit over here. Nope, other side. A little bit, tiny bit that didn't reach all the way up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file that nail down a little bit once these dry, and you'll never even see it. Again, not that anybody would see it, I saw it. So the next one, because the last one was a little more difficult on my right hand, I had to stretch it a little bit. I actually know that this middle one is not going to work for me. So I'm going to put this one on. So nobody has questions. If after the party, after the live video, anybody has questions, obviously, feel free to drop them in. So while I'm putting this one on, I'm just going to do it down here so it'll be quicker. So the woman, after I got my order, the woman asked me a few times if I'd have a party. I kept telling her, no, I don't have time. But then when I tried my first set, I was like, yes, absolutely, I want to have a party. And so I was setting up the party, or she was setting up the party for me. And at the same time, she said, do you want to sell it? And I said, no, you know what? I have a full-time job. I'm busy. I have no life, but I have a full-time job. It takes up a lot of my time. And, I kind of said to her, I'm not going to sell this. I'm not even going to try this thing. I did Pampered Chef for a little bit. It just wasn't my thing. But when I tried these, I thought, yeah, okay, this might make sense. She explained to me that there's a kit that you buy. The kit is $129. It comes with 13 sets. And nail files and cuticle sticks and buffers and all, samples that I could use as accent nails, So I thought, okay, what do I, how does this work? She said, well, you buy the kit, and then what happens is you get, with all my own orders, would get 25% off, or 25% back. Let me rephrase that. So you get something of a commission, they call it rebates. That's 25% on everybody's sales. So I was like, okay, so I'll just do my own. I'll just use it to buy my own nails. This is great. So as time went by, and that not a lot of time, I thought to myself, you know what? Maybe I have friends and family that might want to try these. I think everybody needs to try these. They're amazing. And so I decided I'll set up a VIP room and I'll invite people in. But I still wasn't going to have parties and have people that I didn't know. But as I introduce them to more and more people, I have a lot of fun doing this. This is fun. It's fun putting on my nails. It's fun posting 3 times a day. I can schedule posts, in the morning, and then come back in the afternoon or night when I'm done with work and just, respond or post another post. And you saw how many times I posted, we play games. It's fun. So why would I not want to do this? So I thought, okay, that's fine. But I'm not going to get anybody under me. I'm not going to ask anybody if they want to sell. That's ridiculous. But I actually had people coming to me and saying, I would love to sell these. I would love to do this. And I have 3 people under me now. They're doing okay. They're meeting new people. And one of them's even going and doing vendor events where you go to a yard sale or whatever, and you sell Pampered Chef. I don't do Pampered Chef. Color Street. And you sell Color Street, and you sign up, people, and you get them contacts, and they want to have a party or whatever. Now, I haven't done vendor events. I've done what you see here. I have, given out samples to people because I went and got my blood drawn, and the woman was like, wow, your nails are amazing. Well, let me tell you about Color Street. Can't help it. Just can't help it. So I've actually only been doing this since October. I got involved and bought my kit just after Halloween. Unfortunately, the Halloween sets were all sold out. And one of the ways that the woman had convinced me to have a party was they had these really cool, they were black and red nails. And they had like blood dripping. They looked like blood was dripping. And they were glittery. And I was like, yes, I have to have those. And so she told me she'd give them to me if I had a party. So I went, okay, why not? All right. I should have pulled more numbers, huh? Well, this one's going pretty quick, so sorry, I'm concentrating. So I got a little bit on the side over here. I'm going to use this cuticle stick. I could use my finger too, but you can also use the cuticle stick to press down just as you would your nail, where you're pressing under the nail and it's perforating it just like you did with your fingernail. And that just comes right off. Sorry, I feel like I forget that I'm, not that I forget that I'm doing a live video. I'm not great at the live videos. They scare me. So I just talk. And you can tell it's a nervous talk. I feel like I'm presenting something at work to the CEO of the bank, you know? Makes me nervous. So this one I'm going to fold under again. File down, file down, file down, file down, file down. If you do design work, if you decide, hey, I really like this and I want to play with them, and you start doing design work, when you start adding lines and, of your own, I highly recommend you use either a clear as day set, or you use a clear overlay, or I guess that's all, or you can use a top coat nail polish. OPI has a great, you can use matte nail polish, or you can use, they have like a plumping coat one, which actually looks like gel polish. When you're done, it looks like it's puffy. I'm not into the gel polish. Those are also not, when you go and get it done at the salon, not good for your nails. And a lot of bad chemicals in it from what I hear. So, here's what we look like. How cool are those? They're going to be fun. Everybody's going to go, oh, I love your nails. Who did your nails? And I'm going to go, me. And then I'm going to give them a sample and say, here's Color Street. So I'm going to pick a couple more here. Let's see. Again, playing in this bag of nails. No smudges, no tears, no nothing. Love it. So this one is number 1. This is Cape Coral. So Janine has number 1. Okay, Cape Coral, also a new spring set. It is, a lot of people love this one. This one looks great under some of the clear ones. But it's just a corally looking glitter. The glitter is actually gold. Very fine gold glitter. Okay, so put that one aside and let's see. This one is less bitter, more glitter. This is another glitter overlay. It's very festive, lots of colors. Less bitter, more glitter. Less bitter, number 22. So let's see. Sally, Carrie has 22. Janine has 22. Janine's getting close. So let's see. Sally has 1. Nope, not 1. Sorry, 11. Hey, Brittany Charette, how's it going? Sorry, I'm trying to see if anybody, so I think Janine is the closest. She has 22, 25, and 8. So I'm going to pull a couple more here. Hold on, let me look real quick. Let me just jot this down. Sally has 11, 25, An itch. Carrie has 8. 22. And Rachel has 8. 12, 25. Sorry, I know. This is craziness. 8. Okay. Picking another one, picking another one, picking another one. Oh, I love this one. We stylists love this one. This is one of the spring as well, spring collections. It's, it kind of depends on which way you turn it, but it's blue, like a light blue cornflower looking color, and then purple. It's called It Takes Tucson. This was a spring one, so this one's available all the time. It's not just a mini collection. So that one is 23. 23. Who has 23? Rachel has 23. Okay. A couple more here. Because I only have one more nail to put on. For Brittany, who just joined, we're putting on Pacific Waters. They look amazing. Okay, this one's called Till the Glitter End. This is another spring. This one's really beautiful. It's purple with pink. And again, the purple is down at the base by your cuticle, and the pink would be at the top. I have seen people turn it sideways. I don't know why. Same with the ones I just showed you. So they turn it sideways. If you can fit that on your nails, why not? So they have purple on the bottom and blue on the top, or, well, no, it would only be that. No, it wouldn't. You could put it sideways and it'd be purple on the top and blue on the bottom. So this one, Till the Glitter End, is number 20. No 20s. This one also, in the light, it shimmers kind of purple. Also a spring one, not going away anytime soon. This is, this was a filler. Aberdeen Aubergine. It is like an eggplant or a deep wine color purple. It's very dark purple. Not as dark as this when you peel it and put it on, though. I will tell you that. So that's number 16. No 16. Also, I'm trying to think. I think this is an ongoing color as well. I don't believe this was a retired. They recently retired some of the fall colors. This one's Night Terror. So this was a Halloween one that people love so much that they brought back. It is a purple with a holographic glitter. And I don't think, if I show you this on the camera, I just don't think, I don't think you can appreciate this as much as if you saw it in real life. I will try to post a picture of this as well, like a nail fee. So this was a Halloween set that people love so much that they put it in for spring. It's, again, it's a purple with a holographic glitter. And, yep, people love it. Out of their mind about it. They were so happy to see it come back. Okay, that one is number 15. 15. No, 15. We're rocking. Eventually we're going to get here, right? Okay, this one is Totally Rad. So this was the 80s collection. It would look amazing with the neons that we have that came out today. This one's called Totally Rad. How about that? If you're into the 80s. I've also seen people who maybe not necessarily into the 80s, but they're using this as just an accent nail. Like ignoring these and putting on, let's say, a glitter color, and then they're putting that as a couple nails for accents, so they have a mixed manicure. This one is no longer available, unfortunately. This is a mini collection, so I think this set is the first one that went too. Like, it was gone the next day. So everybody loved that set. So Totally Rad is number 4. How'd you know? Oh, she's looking at the picture. That's not always going to work. So number 4 was anybody? Anybody? Nobody. And speaking of 80s, anyone? Anyone? Bueller? I love that movie. Sorry. Okay. So this one is also a new spring one. This is called Key West is Best. It is a vibrant pink solid. Key West is Best is number 13. No, it's not. It's a filler. What did I just say that was? 13. Oh, I saw some 13s, didn't I? No 13. Okay, we're running out of numbers. It's going to have to. I mean, there's only a few sets left here, so. Okay, let's see. What's this one? Oh, this one is How Sweet It Is. So this is a pedicure set. We have a few pedicure sets, but if you remember, I said any set can be a pedicure set. Everybody uses them interchangeably. You can use the pedicure sets on your fingernails. It can happen. They are a slightly different shape. I feel like the shape on these is more like 1-for-1, so maybe they try to make it so you can't or don't want to put one strip on each, or half a strip on each toe. But I did it. I used a pedicure set. I have the pink Strawberry Sunrise, I think is what it is. It was it's another one of those mini collections, but they had like 3 pedicure sets. One was purple, one was this pink glitter, which is what this is, and one was like a white, kind of like a white glitter. But this one is called How Sweet It Is. And again, it's a pedicure set, but you can use it interchangeably. How Sweet It is number 3. Somebody has 3. Carrie has 3. And Rachel has 3. And that's it. Okay, I gotta finish doing this. Before they dry out on me from sitting out so long. So my thumbnails, I'm going to try. Sometimes I have to use both for my thumb, but I'm going to go with this one. Taking off the strip. Taking off the strip. Removing the tab. Now when we do our thumb, the last thumb you do, you don't really want to use it as a tool, right? You're using it as a tool here to remove all the excess. You don't want to do that. Because it again, not necessarily cured all the way when you put it on, and you may pop it up, and you don't want to pop it up. So, but I don't have anything on this one yet. So, again, we're just pinching it along the side. I'll file it down after. Well, I don't say file down. I'll file off the little edges. And let's see. This one is where I tend to not have enough, because my nail's a little bit longer. I'll try tugging it a little bit, see if I can stretch it without killing it ever so gently. And yes, sometimes I stick my tongue out when I'm trying to be precise. I feel like a little kid coloring. My daughter's laughing at me again. I think I got it. I think I stretched it up enough that I can use this one. Just barely. But that's what I meant by, if it's close, I would just tug it ever so gently to the side or to the top, and you should be okay. I might end up filing my nail down a little bit just to make sure. Yeah, I have a little nick there that I didn't reach all the way to the top. Oh well, who's gonna see it? Me. I should say I don't go out much. I'm still in COVID mind. I work from home. I do still have a real full-time job. I work from home every day. Though I will be going in on the 26th and I'm taking some samples with me. So here's where we're at. And I know it took, an hour to do, but I was talking and pulling nails at the same time. So generally I'm about 10 minutes. Unless, obviously, if I'm doing all kinds of wonderful, I gotta file this one down. I have some extra pieces and parts that will get caught in that bag. So I don't want to not get rid of those. What was I saying? What was I saying? She's watching Grey's Anatomy. We watch a lot of TV here. And she and I watch a lot of shows together. She's my mini-me. But she's very into binge watching Grey's Anatomy, which, oddly enough, I have not seen. Okay, picking some colors. So this one, so this is a filler, because I didn't have one. This one is Poppy That. This is also a spring, summer, little poppy flowers. And Poppy That is number 10. Oh, Sally had number 10. So where we're at right now is Sally has 11, 25, and 10. Carrie has 8, 22, and 3. It is a three-way tie here. Janine has 22, 25, and 8. Rachel has 8, 23, and 3. Okay, picking another one. This one. Oh, so this is Show and Shell. My daughter doesn't love this color. Don't tell anybody. She says it looks like a cow. What it's supposed to be is like tortoiseshell, right? They have some glasses that have this pattern, and purses and shoes and whatever that have this pattern. I'll be honest, not one of my favorites either. And when it first came out, we were like, what were they thinking? But since I have seen this as accent nails on a lot of different mixed manicures, and it looks adorable. So this is another one of the spring sets, spring-summer sets. It's around for a while. There you go. So Show and Shell is number 14. No 14. Picking another one. Just making sure I don't have a catch there that I'm catching. This one. Oh, this one. This is All Wild Up. So I believe this one is still available in the catalog. So not a mini collection. They had another one that looked very similar to the cheetah pattern that came out today. That was an overlay today. It was similar this color, and it had like little cheetah prints on it. It was cute. So this one's All Wild Up. All Wild Up is number 19. Rachel has 19. Let's see, what does Rachel need? Rachel just needs 7. Just double checking. Yep, Rachel just needs 7. Number 7. Okay. So my Color Street bag, see? You get it free. Well, free. You get it in your kit. I'll post more about, parties and selling Color Street if anybody has an interest. Feel free to reach out to me, but I'll post more in the next couple of days. The party is officially closing Sunday. So we want to make sure that we get all our orders in by then. And here's what we'll get to this in a second. Here's what I decided I'm going to do. So I have a lot of stock, a lot of sets. What I'd like to do is for anybody who places an order, I'm going to send you a free set. Probably a retired set, which means it may be fall, it may be one of the holiday. I have Christmas ones. But I will send you a free set as a buy 3 get 2 free deal. So anybody who's placed an order in Sharon's Party, I'm going to add an extra set free. So you get the free one from Color Street and a free one from me. So this one's at the Plaza. This I actually send out to people when I have a friend that I really want to try to get to try the product. And they don't, it's somebody at work, it's somebody in legal, they don't wear glittery nail polish. This is it's a very neutral tan color. It is very professional and it's shimmery. I love it. I feel like this is one of the first ones that I put on. So at the Plaza is number 12. Any 12? Oh, Carrie has 12. Oh, Janine has 12. So Janine also... Oh, wait a minute. Nope, Janine's got 8. Janine needs a 1. And Rachel needs a 7. Janine needs a 1. Rachel needs a 7. Carrie needs 3, 12, 8, 22... an 18. And Sally, we didn't call 5. We didn't call 7. So you got 11, 10, and 25. So you need 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Okay. We don't have that many left in here. It's possible that all you're going to win at the exact same time. This one is... Oh, this is one of my favorites. And I might have said this. This one is Crantastic. This does no justice, I promise. It is a bright red with gold, fine gold glitter. It is absolutely amazing. I like red. This was a Christmas set this year. And everybody loved it so much they brought it back as a spring set. Which is good because I figured it was going away with Christmas, and I hoarded a few, so now I have them and I'm giving them away, and I'm selling them. So Crantastic is number 17. Did anybody have a number 17? No. Okay, number 17. Let me write that down just in case. Okay. We only have a couple of sets left here, I swear. This one is Greeking Out. Greeking Out is just a blue, a very blue, solid. Again, I've seen people do amazing things with these solids, where they take a solid and they put like a glitter over the top diagonally, and it looks amazing. I had one that I did that was different blues, but it's like one of my favorite is to put a solid down and then, or even put 2 solids, but a solid, and then you lay one across like this. Let's see if I can do it. Like this, wherever you want it, and then you just peel off the extra. You can also just like cut a little piece, cut a little strip, and put the strip at the top across diagonally, right, if you wanted it diagonally, and there's less to tear off. So I've done that as well. I should put these ones away. So Greeking Out is number... oh, it's number 7. So, Rachel needed number 7. Sally needed 7 and 5. We didn't get 5. What was 5? We didn't get 5. So, Rachel wins the bingo. I have to put it on a note card. So these are all the numbers we called. She needed a 7. Okay. So Rachel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you one of the sets that I showed you here. I'm also going to show you the remainder of these real quick. Rubber band. So this one is a clear overlay. It's called Mermaid You Look. I've seen people use it as dragon colors, so they use red and green and brown, and it looks dragony. And I've seen them use it with purples and glitter and even these. I've seen these with this over it, and it looks just amazing. This is Holidays. This is another one of the Holidays, get it, sets that they had. It's black with multiple colored glitter. And this was for Christmas, but again, what they did is they put it through as, there were so many people that loved it, they kept it and put it through for spring, summer. This is another 80s set called No Duh. Again, retired. It was a mini collection set. This one's coming up rose gold. This is one that is a clear overlay, very similar to the Dripping in Diamonds I showed before. This is the color, you know, this clear up here where you see the white, and then this is overlaid over it. It's beautiful. I find this so classy looking on like that blue, or I've seen it on the deep purple or a deep red. And this is Long Time No See. This is one, I'm trying to think if they brought this one back or if this was a, nope, this one they just kept. This was something that was there from fall and such. So it's a green and blue ombre color. I guess it's not ombre. Gradient. Okay. So that's Long Time No See. I have a lot more, obviously. So if anybody's looking for something, let's say you saw some color that was in a nail fee that I posted, and you can't find it in the catalog, let me know. It's very possible that I have it and I can just sell it to you directly, and for a cheaper price even. I generally sell whatever I have in stock if I'm selling it for $10. But usually, again, if it's you know, out of stock or they've closed that item out. So with that being said, I'm going to show you one last thing here on, and not that, you know, not that you want to see. I use a cigarette lighter to close these, and really all I do is just fire up the edge and then kind of press it together so that it seals. I highly recommend a hair straightener, flat iron, any of those work, but it's sealed up. And then, yeah, like I said, I take this, it does have the name of it on the back, so you can't like get it mixed up with others. I just throw it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer, and that's it. So I think I've covered everything, a little over an hour. Sorry about the time, I was trying to go an hour. But again, the winner of the bingo, and I'll post it in the room, is Rachel. So that's pretty exciting. Of course, I'm saying Rachel. I think her name's Rachel. I think that's how it's pronounced. But yep. So free set. And then again, everybody, just remember, I'm going to post it again. I'll post it in the party room. Every buy 3 get 1 free. I'm going to throw in an extra one from my stash over here, and I'll just pick some mystery set to send you. Generally, I base it on whatever it is that you've purchased. So if looks like you're buying reds, I'll probably throw in something red. Or if it looks like you're buying blues, I'll throw in something blue, because I obviously like that color. So, so if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out. You can post at the bottom of this once I post this in the group, or just shoot me a message, a DM. I have no problem answering those. So I want to wish you all a good night, and I really appreciate your time. I had a good time. I thought this was fun. I've never done the bingo thing before, so this is pretty cool. So have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.